From virtual to real, Nissan presents GT Academy Race to Dubai.
Over the next few months, a selection of Nissan's youngest racing drivers will be training for one of the world's toughest endurance races, the Dubai 24 Hours. We'll follow their highs and their lows as they attempt to make the grade in the world of professional motorsport. But unlike the average racing driver, there's one thing that makes these guys unique. They've all learnt their craft on a PlayStation. This is the Race to Dubai. Since 2008, the GT Academy has been turning PlayStation gamers into racing drivers.
We take the world's top Gran Turismo racers and select the quickest, most promising driver.
A few weeks later, you're a works driver of Nissan.
Well, the program has already produced 3 professional racing drivers since it began 4 years ago.
It was a fantastic prize and, you know, the opportunity of my life to become a racing driver.
15 months ago, I'd never stepped into a race car, I'd never been to a racetrack before.
Really amazing, and sometimes I still can't believe it.
And in 2012, Wolfgang Reip from Belgium wowed the panel of expert judges at what was a grueling race camp to become European GT Academy winner. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, he says. Unbelievable. Well, last week, 2 of the previous GT Academy winners, Lucas Ordonez and Jordan Tresson, were competing in the LMP2 class of the World Endurance Championship with their teams Greaves Motorsport and Sigmatech, and things did not go to plan for either team.
I was overtaking a car, I had a puncture, so I don't know if it's because he hit me or not, and just lost the car and went into the wall.
We were really close to finish 4th. It's a shame because today we showed we've got the pace to win in this championship.
Now the journey into the world of professional motor racing started for the 2012 GT Academy winner Wolfgang Reip. The challenge was set. He has only 3 months to obtain 12 signatures in order to get an international license. Without it, he'll not be able to compete in the Dubai 24 Hours.
Getting the license is the most important thing. Without the license, you don't go. You may be sitting here as winners thinking, I'm going to race in Dubai. You won't without the license.
But for Wolfgang, getting his international license isn't the only hurdle between him and being a racing driver in the Dubai 24 Hours. Over the next few months, he'll have to become physically fit and mentally equipped to deal with the pressures and huge demands of endurance racing.
And he needs a strong mind. He needs always to be focused.
Add into the equation cockpit temperatures. 55 degrees C in the car, 2 hours, with a heart rate above 150 beats a minute.
And you've got to be ready to drive at the limit in those conditions.
At race camp, Wolfgang got his first taste of a racing driver fitness regime. And for him, the move from the sofa to the gym was a tough one. Today, he's having his first fitness assessment, which will give him a clear indication of the hard work he has ahead of him to race in Dubai.
We have a very large bank of tests, quite a range which involve aerobic endurance, strength. They have to be able to retain their ability to process information and physically react while tired. And so all of these tests have some bearing on skills as drivers.
The 2010 GT Academy winner Jordan knows exactly what it takes to reach the kind of physical condition required for a racing driver. And today, he joins Wolfgang for a session in the gym.
I think they will really discover today how it's like, because it's the first real physical assessment.
He's suffering. He's showing data on the computer screen which suggests he's absolutely at the end of his tether. He's a 25-year-old, and his heart rate at the moment is at 192. So there are a whole load of indicators on the data which suggest when a person is suffering, I think, is the main thing. I think probably another minute, and that'll be it.
It's not a bad beginning, but I still have a lot of works. You have to push more than you have done before. Horrible, I'm dead. Really.
Well, after a lot of pain and suffering, it's clear that Wolfgang has a long way to go to improve his fitness and reach the level of physical condition that's needed to cope with the pressure and demands of endurance racing. The months ahead won't be easy for him. Yes, this year, RJN have been competing in the British GT Championships in a series that takes them to Alton Park, the Nürburgring and Rockingham. Now the full stop at Brands Hatch, they took their place on the podium as the winners, and Jann got his first major as a professional racing driver. The next stop, Snetterton, saw the team struggle, but Jann and teammate Alex Buncombe put on an amazing performance that placed them in third position going into the penultimate stop at Silverstone.
Silverstone means a lot to me. It's where I won my first ever race. The first time I ever raced at a racetrack was here at Silverstone, and to be racing here, it's such a thrill, it's a pleasure to drive.
There he is, straight from national racing into this is international level, and he's in with a chance of winning the championship, so I think that says it all, really.
Unbelievable to think we're here at Silverstone, you know, first season in GT3 with RJN, first season with Jann, and we're here to fight for the title, you know. We can win the championship, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Well, Jann, Alex and the team are confident as they head into qualification for the penultimate race of the British GT3 series.
We qualified 9th, and there's a massive bag of points on offer, and we've got to take the opportunity and seize it.
18 months ago, Jann Mardenborough became the 2011 winner of the GT Academy. Since then, things have never been the same. Today, he's spending a rare day off at home in Cardiff, catching up with a friend.
So today I've got Costas with me. One of my best mates from school, and we just come down here just whack a few golf balls and just catch up.
He is really bad at golf, honestly. He's a cool guy, but his life's changed ridiculously.
It's nice to sort of come home and relax and do things that I do with my mates when I'm not racing.
He's doing some amazing stuff, like he's traveling all over the world. He's having fun, seeing women, car women, driving cars, like the ultimate boy dream is just it's become true for him.
Most of the time I'm either training or at a racetrack or doing PR stuff and different places, so it's nice just to come home and see everyone and then do some stuff I used to do as a teenager.
Like, he hasn't gone to his head at all. He's still the same person that I knew like 6 years ago. He hasn't changed like at all.
Wow. My life before GT Academy was a typical student, really. At the time, not much going on. I did get a Christmas job in a retail shop in Cardiff. Yeah, just a normal teenager, really. And then the competition came around February time and entered it. And then it's just sort of flipped massively from having an unclear future to a professional racing driver, which was just massive. Since then, I've been to loads of European countries, racing abroad, racing against people that I've watched on television as a child, who have sort of been my idols, and I'm sort of racing wheel to wheel with them. It blows my mind, really. I just have to pinch myself every so often. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a racing driver, without a doubt. It was my first passion. Yesterday, I was looking through all the games that I had, and it was just racing game, racing game, racing game, racing game, racing game, shooting game, racing game, racing game. Go to sleep with toy cars on my pillow. Wake up in the morning with scratches all over my face, and my parents tell me. Yeah, so it's always been cars for me. I think the best thing about being a racing driver is just saying I'm a professional racing driver. I think that's so cool. I think that word, it makes a big difference, really. It's just so cool, and yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything, really.
The British GT Championship has arrived at Silverstone, and Jann and RJN team are hoping for another win to take them through to the final stop of the series in Donington.
Yeah, so today it's the start of the British GT 3-hour race. It's my birthday, my 21st. We start in 9th position, and me and Alex are gonna put on a good show. Hopefully the car can withstand the 3 hours.
We made a change in the warm-up on the rear of the car. Going into the race, we're looking good.
Well, in the last race at Silverstone, RJN finished third under British GT3 Championship rules. If a team finishes a race in the top 3, they'll incur a time penalty and will have to take it in the following race.
We've got a 10-second pit stop penalty for our 3rd position at the last race at Silverstone. And also, unfortunately, we've got a 12-second stop for Jann because he's been doing extremely well this season.
If there's 2 silver-graded drivers, they get an extra penalty in their pit stops, and British GT have graded me as a silver driver quite recently, so that's an extra 4-second penalty we have as a team in every single pit stop we do. Hopefully we can I'll turn it around, and me and Alex will just do a fantastic job.
Alex gets RJN off to a great start as he climbs to 2nd place, but the boys incur a penalty for a track infringement, and they lose valuable time and drop to the middle of the pack.
I've got a drive through. I think we did it 4 times over at the white line, all 4 tyres, so we've got a drive through for that. But yeah, hopefully we can claw it back as it gets a bit cooler.
But from this point, things don't go RJN's way. The car experiences some electrical problems.
But then all was well, really, till the last stop, which was an extra long one because of the penalties we've had. But more importantly, we had an electronic failure. We lost our ABS and our traction control.
Just finished the race. I had no ABS, no traction control, no rear balance, no balance in the car at all. It was very, very tough.
He did brilliantly to drive that car in that last hour like that.
I want to get the championship. Everyone in the team wants to get the championship, and I don't know where we're placed at the moment in regards to points, but yeah, we'll be pushing 100% at Donington in the last round.
Car's got the pace. It was just purely an electronic problem at the end, which probably stopped us being about 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I'm just upset, really. All weekend, there hasn't gone really our way.
Well, there's 1 race left, and we still have a chance of winning the British GT Championship.
Without getting in 2nd place and 1 more race yet to come, the championship is not over. There's at least one thing to celebrate this weekend.
Make sure you get behind you. Happy birthday to you.
Coming up next on Race to Dubai, Wolfgang takes part in his first competitive race at Brands Hatch, but can he do enough to get that all-important first signature? And Jordan and Signature are in Brazil for the next stop of the World Endurance Championship.
From virtual to real, Nissan presents GT Academy Race to Dubai.